She was 19, healthy, bright-eyed, studying biology of all things. But when Emily Carter fainted during a chemistry lab, no one, not even she, could have predicted what would unravel next. A routine ER visit, a simple blood test. But when the results came back, doctors froze. Her blood type had changed. Not a little, not slightly, entirely. From O negative to AB positive. How does that happen? A mistake? A lab mix-up? Or something much darker? Okay, before we dive into this jaw-dropping real-life case, hit the like button, subscribe for more true medical stories, and comment below. Do you believe a person can change their blood type? The answer might terrify you. Emily Carter wasn't just your average college student. She was sharp, funny, and deeply curious about the human body. Ironically, she had just finished a semester-long project on immunology. She never missed class, rarely got sick, and lived an incredibly, but toward the end of September, she began to feel off. It started with small things: fatigue, foggy thoughts, a weird metallic taste in her mouth. She blamed it on school stress and overcaffeination. But then came the fainting spell in the lab. She woke up in a hospital room, an IV in her arm, with her mom sitting by her side, clearly shaken. Doctors told her it was likely dehydration, but routine protocol demanded blood work. And that's when everything changed. The nurse who took her blood returned with a puzzled expression. Then another nurse came in, and then a third, whispering, repeating tests, checking ID tags. One of them finally asked, "Emily, are you sure your blood type is O negative?" "Yes," she replied. "I've donated blood before. I'm a universal donor." But the test said otherwise. AB positive. Not just a little off. Completely different. Doctors assumed it had to be a lab error. They ran the test again, then again. They even sent her blood to an off-site lab. Every single test confirmed it. Emily Carter now had AB positive blood, the rarest, most universal recipient type. She laughed at first, thought it was a prank. But when they showed her the test panels, her smile faded. Her mother, a nurse herself, looked visibly disturbed. "This doesn't make sense," she whispered. "Blood types don't change. Not like this." Dr. Leonard Burns, a hematologist with 3 decades of experience, was brought in. His face said it all. "Emily, did you receive a bone marrow transplant or an organ transplant of any kind?" he asked gently. "No, never. Why would I? I've never even had a major surgery." But she had. Sort of. 2 years earlier. A bike accident. A ruptured spleen, emergency surgery in a rural clinic during a family hiking trip. She barely remembered it. A blur of pain and morphine. Could that be Khan? Digging into her records revealed something that hadn't been disclosed to the family in detail. During the emergency surgery, she had been given a single unit of blood, a transfusion. It was labeled routine, but the donor type, AB positive. Doctors scratched their heads. "1 unit of blood doesn't change your entire type," Burns said. "It doesn't reprogram your stem cells." Yet that's what appeared to have happened. Emily's body had somehow overwritten her original blood production. They checked her bone marrow. More confusion. Her marrow now produced AB positive cells. If your marrow starts making different blood, are you still you or part of someone else? Let us know in the comments. Further testing revealed a disturbing detail. Emily's blood carried 2 sets of DNA, one clearly hers, the other matching the transfusion donor, but only in the blood. Her skin, her saliva, her hair, still 100% Emily. That phenomenon is called microchimerism. When one person carries another's cells inside them, it can happen in rare transplant cases, sometimes between a mother and fetus. But this was something else. Her blood didn't just carry donor cells. It was completely colonized by them. Even new white blood cells carried the donor DNA. Her immune system had essentially changed identities. And then came the neurological symptoms. It started with twitching, then memory lapses, then loss of taste and smell. An MRI revealed a small anomaly, a cluster of cells near her brainstem showing abnormal metabolic activity. Biopsy was considered too risky, but genetic scans of spinal fluid revealed something chilling: non-native DNA markers. The donor's cells had migrated, not just in blood, in her central nervous system. Emily was becoming a biological hybrid, and no one could explain how. Would you risk a cutting-edge therapy if it meant changing you? Comment your answer. Her mother started investigating the small clinic where the transfusion took place. She found a billing code anomaly. The blood had come from a third-party supplier, a biotech company called Helix Gene Therapeutics. Turns out, Helix Gene was developing genetically engineered blood stem cells for immune system repair. Emily was never told, never asked for consent. She had unknowingly become part of a human trial. FDA investigation launched, but records vanished. Helix Gene claimed bankruptcy. Employees disappeared, and Emily's symptoms grew worse. She started losing sensation in her fingers. Her pupils dilated abnormally. Her dreams became vivid and violent. Her fingerprints began fading. A former Helix Gene researcher reached out anonymously. He explained that Emily's blood unit contained programmable hematopoietic stem cells designed to heal by rewriting genetic code. But in rare cases, these cells didn't stop at the blood. They migrated, integrated, and replaced. We didn't predict full chimerism, he said. But your daughter, she's proof. Proof of what? That identity, physical, cellular, even cognitive, can be rewritten without consent, without warning. Emily was stable now, but fundamentally changed. Not a cyborg, not an alien, something new. Emily lives quietly now. No social media, no public appearances.